and welcome to Cigar Box Guitars, aka the Dutchman in San Marcos. We're going to get the show going. I still am giving this guitar a second chance. So let's get going. All right, here we are. So got a little story to set everything up. Just went to visit my mother-in-law and father-in-law in Surprise, Arizona. And they got surprised by my father-in-law's brother, Bill, came to visit him. And so we were able to see him while we were there, which we didn't know he was going to be there. So shout out to my father-in-law's brother, Bill, and his wife, Karen, and one of their kids, Chris, who was doing the driving. So a shout out to them. I told them all about Cigar Box Guitars. They loved them. It's actually Lori's aunt, Karen. She loves guitars. She actually has a guitar. And we might make a cigar box guitar just for her, maybe with the things that she wanted to pick. So if she sees this and wants that, get in touch with me. Or anybody else that might want one. I could make a special one for you guys. So be sure to subscribe. If it's your first time subscribing, put in the comments, I subscribed, so I can get some comments and I will get back with that. That's the way I'll be able to connect with you more too, and would appreciate it. I appreciate everyone else that's subscribed so far. Ring the bell, like my show, and always remember, it's not over until the train pulls into the station. Figure out what that means. So here we go. We're gonna get going. So the first things first, I was on my. If you watched my my little short about the show. Let me get this thing closer. Hang on, I gotta adjust the camera. Okay, here we go. That's better. Now you can get a shot of the table. Got to put this down. This was that old one. I got a messy bench. I was watching Dale Puckett today. When I got back, I was trying to catch up on all the shows. He did a fun little video that I watched. It's actually, he called it the Cigar Box Guitar Factory Tour of where he builds his cigar boxes. Because you see those, I watch him too. As soon as I saw what he was doing, I knew that's what he was doing. You watch these factory tours of like the Martin Factory or Kessel Guitars, actually in Escondido, but they don't give factory tours, because I actually tried. I actually had some connections of a guy that personally knows the owners, but I still can't get that tour. But so it was kind of fun. He made his cigar box factory, the Dale Puckett one, a tour. So he checked out and watched. I kind of got a kick out of that. But maybe another show to give a factory tour of mine. You see parts of it, but you don't see the whole scope of where this is happening. Maybe that'll come in the future. Mine, I was thinking when I was watching it, mine is so messy over here and here that it wouldn't be a good one. I'd have to do some housekeeping cleaning. In fact, I got a file I dropped on the floor down there. So, and then when you're always cutting stuff, everything gets full of sawdust all over. So you got to vacuum those things up. And so I'll probably have to do a little better housekeeping, organize the tools better. I'm thinking about doing an upgrade, like where I take this shot. See, I got like a shelf here. Maybe putting my storage of cigar boxes I have, so they're more in view of you guys watching to see what kind of stock I have. So I got some of those ideas kicking around like that. Anyways, more on this. So after the show was over, and I basically kind of declared this one wouldn't work. The problem was from here to here this has to be 25 inches to the bridge in order to put everything in line with the scale, because when you get to the 12th fret, that has to be the exact distance to the bridge, and the or split difference between the bridge and here. If that's off, then these frets aren't going to be in the right spot. So I realized that once I strung it up and started playing, I'm like, this isn't working. So what I came with it after, I thought, I don't want to give up on this one. So what I did was I thought, well, how can I do this? So, originally I had the bridge right here, right here. But this isn't 25 inches. Because remember, and I don't know if you went back, if you didn't, look back, when I built this neck, and I forgot how it happened. Anyways, it got too short, or it got too, how was it? It got too, to fit in the box, I can't remember. But somehow I had to cut it off to fit it in the box to get this up to here, which changed everything. And I forgot about that calculation of it's got to be in line. So we still got the bridge, and I cut this piece because I thought, well, I'll use it. Originally I was just going to put the bridge on the thing, but it's not. This is like 23 inches right here. So what I decided to do is I thought, and I wasn't happy with the way the neck was sitting. I got a little bit more work. Now it's looking really good. So let me disassemble this for you. So what I did was I right away said, I'll disassemble this here. I said I need to make the neck longer. So what I did was I chopped this part off, so it was halfway of the block, like right there. And then I cut a new piece, actually a piece of maple. A new piece that'll be right here, so then it'll be all hooked together. Be able to put a screw in here, make it stronger. I recut this block because the original one I had, or no, not this one. It was this one right here I remade. So anyways, so this is all going to fit together. The good part was, and I learned it from the other mistakes, I didn't glue anything in, I just screwed it. I didn't glue these down, so it was really easy to take apart. So this was a mistake when I cut the hole on the wrong side. And remember, I had, where's that little piece? I had glued this back in. I glued that back in, and now I don't need it there. So that popped out because it was just glue. So the neck, the extension will fit right in here really nice. So now this will be right on the edge here is 25 inches, which is the right length. So that's why this thing will work out well too. I cut it. I didn't realize I was going to use it that way. It'll go. So this line where this thing is going is 25 inches from here to here, which is the right measurement. So that way I can put my bridge. I put my bridge right over that, so this breaks on that edge of 25 inches. And then when the strings come through, there's a technique of making cigar box guitars where they put the necks all the way through, so it'll look like that. It won't look like an oddball one. And then I'll put 3 holes for the strings with the little rivet hole caps through, and pull it through. I talked about, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, I have been using these for my for the tail piece to hold the strings, but I'm kind of, they're pushing the strings too close together, and I have to split them up here. and then they don't line up right. So I might stop using these and maybe look for something else. So I'm going to put this all together like that. The other thing that happened, and when I was cutting this, and or let me show you this too. Let me back up here. I also, while I had this all out, I wasn't happy with the block I had in here. This was, if you look at this, this was the block I had in there. And you can see it's not, this isn't square. And it was kind of throwing it off. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to remake it. And I got that one a lot squarer, and this is a lot flatter. If you look at this one, I tried sanding that one, but it's not square enough. So that was actually a good opportunity to get that working better. So now what we got to do is we'll put it all together. Oh, here's the other part too. And you might have saw this when I was taking it apart. I thought with this just like that, and even with a screw, all the tension is on this. So I want to make this part here stronger for strings for that tension. And I thought, why don't I put a bracket on it to hold this better to the box, and that'll make this whole line of strings stronger. So I'm actually going to put, and I thought, well, I don't want that on the outside looking ugly. So I actually thought, hey, I can put it on the inside of this like that, and then put it right down in there like that. So the only thing you'll see is this metal underneath, but it'll actually be hooked up to this guy, hooked up to that guy like that, and then this in here. Oops, not all the way. And that in there. So that way I have a little bite here of screw, but then this will be screwed into here and up here, and then pushed down into here. And I kind of like that setup. So then it'll be in there like so. And I got on that metal bracket, it's got little nubs. I've got to notch them out so it'll go all the way in there. But you can see the idea of it. The other thing is my Apizio pickup that I had on the bridge here. When I cut this neck in half, it popped off because I only glued it. So now I need to find a spot in here to mount it. And so not sure where I'm going to put that. You kind of want it on a place where the strings vibrate. So I might just give it a try and glue it underneath this neck, and maybe use another one, and just do another Apizio in this neck and sink it in there, and cut it out. So those are some of the things I have to say. But this will be the new look of it. And if you've seen cigar boxes, you see cigar boxes that have the necks actually hanging out. But so that's the next steps of making this right and truing it up. So I hope you enjoy that. I won't bore you with the labor of doing it, but I kind of wanted to show you the assembly of it. And have a good day. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you next weekend. And keep looking out for my shorts. I had a lot of people watching my vinyl collection, and I kind of perfect that. I'm gonna try to make that every week, and then like on Thursday, it's an announcement for this show. Like I said, I made those early, which was kind of fun because they still posted on the times I'm going to post them. So the vinyl will be on Wednesday, and then the announcement of what, kind of I call it the advertisement for Saturday's up and coming show will be on Thursday on those little shorts. And if you're just watching the shorts, that's fine too. So, cause I put some content, but a lot of the working content I don't include in these things. Just trying to keep them shorter I don't like to go over 20 minutes on the regular show. And on the shorts, you can't go over 60 seconds. Or is it 60? Yeah, 60, I don't know, seconds. Yeah, 60 seconds to less than a minute. So, anyways, that's the shorts, which I kind of like. Some people like to just watch something quick. And even on that short, you got almost the idea of what I explained in more detail here. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about that. Stay tuned to see this thing working, and shout out to Bill, Karen, and Chris. It was great seeing you in Phoenix. We made it home okay. You might not see this till way later because I know you're probably driving right now because they were from Illinois, so they had quite a trip back. But ours trip from Surprise to San Marcos was probably 4 or 5 hours, and so we had rented a car, so I needed to get back by 10 o'clock. So I left at almost 4:30 in the morning from Surprise. But the good part was they're an hour ahead of us, so I gained an hour as I came over, so it wasn't too bad. So when we were actually leaving, it was 4:30 our time. No, I can't figure it out. I'm not good with quick math like that. But anyways, ring the bell, like, tell your friends, help me get more subscribers, and we'll see you next week.